Everything that you want for yourself in life is achievable, but it starts with changing your mindset. Yet it is so hard for a lot of people to do, and I don't blame them because I was in a place where I overthinked everything. I was doubting myself and I had no confidence in any decision I made or any place that I wanted to be in or any step that I wanted to make in life. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 10 mindset shift changes that help me level up and break free of my mental, my emotional, and my financial struggles. If you're stuck in your head or constantly second guessing yourself, this video is for you, and number 9 and 10 are the most important. Hi, my name is Shanice. I am your internet healing bestie, here to teach you all things self-love, self-growth, mindset change, and healing overall. If what I said already resonated with you and you feel like you've been second guessing yourself a lot lately and you just need to change your mindset, consider sharing it with a friend that also needs to change their mindset. Like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into the video. One of the first things that I learned that I held on to that changed my mindset is that getting the work done is always going to top perfection. Saying that you're a perfectionist is just an excuse for procrastination. I used to say it all the time. Well, I want things to be perfect. I want it to be this and that before I take the first step. It's never going to be perfect. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. So just start. Just start getting the work done. And to be honest, you start to learn along the way when you just do the work. Getting the work done is always going to trump it being perfect. Progress builds confidence, and perfection just builds pressure. Number 2, your thoughts are not facts. Your thoughts are not facts. Oh my gosh. And this was a really hard one for me to learn because oftentimes we think with our emotions, and Lord knows I have thought with my emotions about many things. But if you take time to really sit and reflect and tell yourself, okay, is this just how I feel, or is this what is actually true? That is going to help you change your mindset and help you make progress in the decisions you make, the way you walk. Learn to observe your thoughts without always believing in them first. Number 3, and I feel like this was one that was really quick for me to learn, is that discipline always beats motivation. Motivation is not going to stick around, but discipline will always be there. And once you learn discipline, your life is going to take off. Once I started building a system so that my goals don't rely on how I feel that day, I started making a lot more progress in the goals that I set for myself. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is here to stay as long as you stick with it. Number 4, fail forward. Failure is not real, y'all. Failure is literally an illusion. And this is something that my mind came to recently. So I am still in the process of practicing not seeing every fall back as a failure. You fail forward because you're always learning something from that fail. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a step towards it. Now, let me read y'all this quote that I wrote down. It says, failure should be our teacher, not our undertaker. It is delay, not defeat. It's a detour, not a dead end street. Okay? Every failure gives you feedback. Use that to your advantage. Number 5, identity creates action. Okay? You need to set out what you want your higher self to look like. This is something that I do on a regular. I journal to my higher self and I write what a day in the life of my higher self looks like. So don't just set goals, but embody the person of the goals that you set. They always say fake it till you make it. Do this on a healthy level. Don't just go out spending your money and, you know, faking it until you make it when you don't have the money to fake it. But definitely fake it till you make it. Definitely embody the person of your goals. And this is something that I kind of do on a regular. And it just helps you feel connected to that person. It also helps you see the step of the person that you want to be. So instead of saying, I want to work out, you say, I am the type of person that works out. And then you put some action behind it. Number 6, rejection equals redirection. Okay, I love this. And I used to be so butthurt when people would reject me, or I wouldn't get invited out to things, or I felt like a weird type of vibe for somebody. But now I'm just like, you know what? God has got my back, and I know that whatever isn't for me will be removed. Okay, I will get rejected from it. They might get rejected from me or whatever, but I know that God has me, that the universe has my back, and that it's just a misalignment. And you should never take somebody rejecting you or something rejecting you to the heart. It just means that you are misaligned with that thing or that person. You also have to know that rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. Okay, please don't think that you're not worthy of something or someone because of the rejection. No, like I said, misalignment. Okay, get it through your head. Mindset change. Misalignment. Say it with me. misalignment. Number 7, focus on what you control. Mel Robbins is the author of the Let Them Theory. I suggest you go read her book. I suggest you go watch her podcast. She basically just preaches let them. Let the person do what they're going to do because you can't control it. And trying to control it is going to lead to burnout. It will lead to energy wasted. So instead, focus on your actions, focus on your mindset, focus on what you are doing, and whoever wants to be in your inner circle, whoever wants to be in your life, whatever you can control, like I said in point 6, will align with that. Focus on your efforts and not the outcomes or other people's opinions. Number 8, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Stop rushing success. Rushing success. And I think it's like scientifically proven that majority of people who rush into a business or they put their money into a certain thing, they don't reap the benefits. That, like, it never works out. Like the stock market, I don't know if any of you invest, but when you invest, it is a very slow process. Unless you're just like a day trader, you put your money in, you get your money out because you know how to read the market really well. But most people, well, not most people, but a lot of people don't know how to read the market really well. um I am one of them. So I just let my money sit and it grows. You know, it grows, but it is slow. It's slow and it is smooth, and smooth is going to make it fast. Sustainable growth is going to be fast and scattered hustle every single time. Okay. To go deeper on this, I know we all heard stories of people who were working on their business for like 5 years, or they created like a workbook, and or the author who wrote a story, but it took them like 3 years to finish their book or whatever, and then they get millions of sales. But it took that slowness, that slow and steady, that made it smooth, that they knew everything was right, everything was good, and that smooth turned into fast. Okay, success is not fast. Okay, y'all, we finally made it. We are to number 9 and number 10. Number 9 is really important, and y'all might have heard me preach it once before, or twice, or 3 times, or 4 times, because I am a believer in this one simple mindset change that is really going to help you elevate, really going to help you get out of that negative mental space, really going to help you uplift yourself physically, emotionally, financially, whatever it is, spiritually. Number 9 is your environment shapes you. Yes, yes, yes. This girl's talking about environment again, okay? I think I talked about it in my last video. Environment shapes you, and the environment that you live in it really, like, it really affects you. Like, it does. There's numbers to prove it. I don't have those numbers, but it does. But your environment, and I know a lot of y'all are thinking like maybe the place I live is not only that. Your environment is not just the place you live. Your environment is also the people who you hang around with. Your environment is also the things that you put in your body. If you're in a house full of snacks, that is your environment. Your environment is going to control you and what you consume because you're in a house full of snacks. Change your environment, change your mindset, grow. Not only that, but a lot of people don't talk about your environment also being your social media, the content you consume. You need to curate your content to help you grow. You surround yourself with growth, and you will see growth within yourself. Okay, y'all, we finally made it to number 10. Number 10 is one of the most important, but one of the most overlooked steps to changing your mindset that people just completely throw out the window. But I think it should be number 1. Number 10 is that gratitude equals power. Say it with me. Gratitude equals power. I'm gonna look at my notes for this one because I wrote quite a bit, but you cannot be anxious and grateful at the same time. The Bible says in Matthew 6:27, can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life? Well, can you? Can you add a single hour to your life by worrying and not being grateful for what you already have? The answer is no, you cannot add a single hour to your life. So what does that tell you? That tells you that you need to be grateful for everything that you have. God woke you up today. You opened your eyes. You swinged your feet off the side of the bed. You was able to nourish your body. And that should be enough to be grateful for. There are millions of people who probably did not wake up today. There are a lot of people who cannot swing their feet off the side of the bed because they're handicapped. You need to be grateful for every little thing. And through seeing your gratitude and seeing how you steward the stuff that you've already been given, you'll be given more. So through focusing on gratitude, you'll be given power. You'll be given more. Not only will you be given more, you'll be able to see more possibilities for yourself. Daily gratitude rewires your brain to focus on possibilities and not problems. Oh, that one is so good. Gratitude over power, y'all. Remember it, okay? Remember it, please. So, with that being said, you don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to start with your mindset. Which one of these shifts hit the hardest? Let me know in the comments down below. And if this has helped you, consider giving me a like, a subscribe, and comment down below. Also, sharing it with somebody who needs to change their mindset as well. Much love, Shanice.